Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and I've got a game for you in the Friesland today. The Tier 9 European DD. Great ship in my opinion. If a little limited, I would say. But yeah, great premium ship. Well, the Friesland's a little bit different to most DDs, as you may or may not know. It doesn't have any torpedoes at all, so you're completely relying on your gun power to do damage. It's quite a challenge, but I enjoy it, so we'll take you through the game, and I'll talk a little bit about the thought processes behind what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. So obviously I want to take the Bravo cap. I've got the Hydra running. The Hydra on the Friesland's pretty decent. It's a 5 kilometre radar, so it's got some decent range. It cannot compete with the Z52 though. So it's good for Tier 9, yeah, and Tier 8, but at Tier 10 it tends to struggle a little bit. And this is a Tier 10 game. So I'm detected now by the Z52. You can see the Z52 in the Charlie Cap. But if I stick close to the island, I should be okay. And I'm going to try and travel into Charlie Cap. And the Z's detected as well with my Hydra. So he's coming under fire, and he must be feeling a little bit uncomfortable there. He's not very close to an island, so the chances of him getting hit are far greater than me. And he's going to have to do something about his position. He's going to have to move. So my Hydra's on cooldown, so I'm not actually sure exactly where he is. But we've got a wild Neptune charging in, so I'll take a few shots at him, see how we get on. And that's a fire on the first salvo. The Friesland's reload's pretty respectable for a DD at Tier 9. As you can see, it's around 1.4 seconds. So I'm just going to reverse and go forward and try and duke the Neptune shots. And I've gone undetected, so we're all good. But bear in mind, I still don't know where the Z52 is. His Hydra's on cooldown as well now, so I think he's got a pretty good idea of where I am though, so I need to be fairly careful here. But I'm thinking I want to break out of this situation. You know, you can't really do a lot when you're stuck behind an island, and after all, the Friesland relies on its gun power. And the Z52's right there in front of me, so I'll take some shots at him. He's going to shoot me. And he's sent his torpedoes, of course. So yeah, that's a fairly easy dodge on the Z's torps. I'm going to try and stick in the cap, smoke up, and I'm going to pick a target of opportunity here. Hopefully I can do a little bit of damage with the guns. And the Z's taking way more damage than I have, so at this point I'm pretty happy just to sit here in the smoke. He'll probably send some more torpedoes when he gets a chance, but I just want to get some damage into this Iowa, and already we've caused 4 fires so far in this game. So RNG's so far pretty much on my side, and there's another fire. Just keeping up the fire. He's reversing a little bit, so I'm just adjusting the aim to suit. Yeah, I mean, gun-wise, the Friesland, it's not like the Austin, obviously, at tier 10. I mean, that thing's crazy, but it does do pretty decent damage. Good fire damage, anyway. Well, there's another fire. That's 6 fires in total so far. But you can see the relationship to the penetrations and non-pens here. I mean, it's probably, you know, 2/3 non-pens, 1/3 pens. And now the Iowa goes down. So whilst I'm dodging these torps from the Z, we'll just talk a little bit about the commander skills. So preventative maintenance is a must, and then last stand, another must for DDs. And then you probably want to go survivability expert, but I like superintendent in the Friesland because you get an extra smoke and an extra hydro. And then I go concealment expert, radio location. Maybe should go adrenaline rush, but I like main battery and AA specialist, which gives you a 5% boost to reload, and pyrotechnician for the fires. And since the nerf to IFHE, I don't bother taking that anymore. I mean, you can't penetrate anything substantial anymore anyway with IFHE. So I prefer to go with the fire damage, and it seems to be working out quite well at the moment. So, and my friend radars a Shimakaze, so we'll take some shots on him. I mean, as you can see, it's withering fire from the Friesland. I know I'm getting an assist by my buddy here, but this Shimakaze is not long for this world with the Friesland's firepower anyway. It looks like Jufane's reversing like a madman to try and avoid his torps, and he manages to do so. He did really well there. We've got a Vladivostok coming around the corner. My other friend in the Pommern is he's gonna rush out and see if he can deal with him. And I'm kind of getting a few hits over the island there. A lot of non-pens, however. So I'll just keep up the fire. And I think I've got a fire on his bow. That's okay. And the Z52 is very low from the previous encounter. And yeah. My friend in the Pommern does get the Z52, which is great. But he gets taken down by the Richelieu that's in the Alpha Cap. He's in a fairly strong position there, so I'm going to come forward and smoke up my friend the Riga. Been a really aggressive fight so far. We're in a decent position though, points wise, so I decide to get a few shots into the Richelieu. Maybe be able to start another fire of 3. We'll see. And the Musashi needs some love, I think, as well. So I think we'll get a few shots into him. I mean, thankfully the enemy Nevsky's miles away, so he can't radar me where I am, which is great. And yeah, getting a lot of non-pens, but a few pens. It's about 1/3 to 2/3. I mean, it's all about hitting the superstructure really on battleships. If you can hit the superstructure, you are going to cause fires in the Friesland. So I've moved out of smoke just to get some eyes on target. I mean, obviously it's no good if you're sat in your smoke and you can't actually see the enemy. But at this point I decide to fire on the Musashi. I can afford to take one or two hits from him probably. He's only going to get over pens on me anyway. But thankfully he misses me. And yeah, he's on fire. I'll just keep up the fire. And head for the cover of an island. Yeah, Vladivostok's still there. He's taking damage. But I think the Richelieu's a real problem because he's got some real good shots on. I mean, potentially he's bow tanking the Iowa, basically. The Musashi's going to try and come round this corner and take me and my friend on here. And this is where the Friesland really struggles. I mean, at this point, who wouldn't want torpedoes on the DD, right? So I'm just going to open fire, see if I can get some more fires on this guy. And then turn back into the island, hopefully. Try and avoid any incoming. I mean, the Musashi took out Aramagi there quite easily. And yeah, to get another fire, which is fine. And he's not able to get another shot off at me. But I'm also really concerned about the Vladivostok as well. I mean, that thing's armour's pretty strong. And yeah, it's going to be difficult to deal with, I think. So we're in a really tough position at this point. What to do? I think the only thing I can do is just peek out the island and start shooting at the Vladivostok and see if we can get some fires on him. But when his turrets are that big, I can barely see his superstructure. And I probably should be aiming just a touch higher at this point. But he is aiming behind him, our Iowa. So that's probably a blessing in disguise. But the Musashi's now going to chase us around the island by the look of it. And I'm pretty mindful of that, so I'll just keep up the fire on the Vladdy. And yeah, the Musashi's coming round. So I'll just move away. And he'll be wasting his time, I think. I've got a fire on the Vladivostok. So we're up to 11 fires now. But his damn gun turrets are that big, I can't get past them really to do any damage to his superstructure. I mean, look at the non-pens there to penetrations. That's like 50, over 50 non-pens to 9 penetrations. And I'm trying to just get round the side so I can get into his superstructure, and I managed to get the kill. Yeah, so shots out on the Richelieu, but he's hard reversing. I think he's got speed boost activated as well, so just need to adjust fire a little bit there. And the Musashi is still coming round that corner. Yeah, but my friend in the Riga's trying to escape there, and I managed to get another fire on the Richelieu there. So we're up to, what, 12 fires? I'm just keeping the fire going. But he's moving a little bit, so I'm just trying to figure out exactly which direction he's moving in. And at least now I'm safe behind the island, so I can just take my time, get some more shots on the Richelieu, and then poke back round the island and see what the Musashi's up to. And he's actually travelling north, let's see. He's going to try and take on our Iowa and Richelieu in the north. So I'm thinking, you know, I'll try and get some shots into his superstructure Maybe we can get some more fires going. But I think at this point he's probably saturated, or pretty much saturated. So the chances of getting a fire on him are fairly slim, I think, at this point. Unless I can hit a part of the ship that's not been set on fire before. So yeah, I was probably being overcautious there, just peeking back behind the island. So I decided to reverse again. So Richelieu seems to be just chilling. He doesn't want to rush in either, I don't think. So I'll just smash the fire button and keep at the Musashi. And yeah, I'm getting some decent penetrations on this guy. So the ratio of penetrations to non-pens now is actually probably 2/3 pens to 1/3 non-pens. Bit of a softer target in its upper superstructure is the Musashi. And yeah, I managed to get a fire as well, which is great. The damage is climbing nicely. We're doing alright. But the enemy team, points wise, have climbed back into this game. They've done really well, to be fair. You know, there's nothing I can do other than shoot my guns. So I'll just keep at the Musashi. Just keep on him. And there's the Witherer, and another fire set. So now he's gone undetected. The IO is reversed back into safety. He's done very well. I'll just keep blind firing. And I managed to kill the Musashi just before the Iowa killed the Richelieu, so we managed to win. It was a tense game, that one, but good fun, that's for sure. So 3 kills, 2,472 XP. And yeah, the Friesland, a little mini beast with its firepower. And you know, thanks for watching as always, guys. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you soon. Alright, take care. Bye bye.